Okay, guys, good morning to you today. Once again, to this 11th of July 2025 Crazy Market Talk with KEL. Be crazy with crazy. I think there's a change. Supposed to be a change next. I think there's a new. I didn't copy the old one over. Okay, never mind. It's okay. Okay, nonetheless, it's all right. What is this? This restore. What the hell is this? Okay. All right, there's some PowerPoint issue I can see here right now. Then again, disclaimer apply as usual for today. And today we'll review the Bitcoin chart as Bitcoin yesterday surged to $117,000. All right. So I have been advocating Bitcoin. I've been telling people that Bitcoin will be the next big thing. I'm very bullish with the entire crypto scene itself. So if you know that if you want to get into the crypto scene, you could quickly get some gurus to teach you on crypto and get yourself ready. I mean, it won't change that. The path that we're heading is definitely crypto. I mean, we have a US president that is very, very pro crypto. So you don't expect that crypto will be lying around. Second thing is, if you remember, BlackRock has basically created the crypto scene. They have one of the biggest ETF. So definitely you can expect crypto to be coming to our life very, very soon. So trust me, guys, just buy some Bitcoin, keep it, store it somewhere. Don't bother until you see 130,000 and more. Okay. Of course, in between, there will be movement down, there will be a lot of craziness, but you can just buy and keep and just hold it there. It's just like buying a HDB flat and you just buy it. Regardless the price go up and down, it's just leave it alone and let it, continue with time. All right. If it's a scam, you won't have the US president telling you this. If it's a scam, BlackRock, one of the biggest uh, this asset management company, they won't be doing the ETF. All right, so don't worry about that. The scam part itself, I don't think it's over already. Let's concentrate on the future. Yeah. Okay. Good morning to you, Angeline. Morning to you, Andy Chan. Morning to you. Okay, and of course, CK, this Yo, Terry, Janet. Good morning to all of you. All right, let's go into the market right now with the fundamentals, right? There's loads of fundamental to go today. Let's go. Okay, let's talk about the market first to begin with. The S&P and Nasdaq continue to hit fresh high. Okay, okay, yeah, having background voice. Okay, so the thing is this, the S&P and Nasdaq closed at all-time high once again, pushing up higher. Now, I already told you guys that there are funds in the market, and that's from the Federal Reserve. It's very, very, very clear. Even though people say that this is not, but then tell me why the M2 supply is going up. That is a very clear thing. So one thing is that we know that Donald Trump has hit a 50% tariff on the imported copper and it will effect from the 1st of August. He also announced a 50% on Brazil in retaliation for the current trial against the former president. And of course, this is something that's ongoing right now, but of course, the president of Brazil came back and said that they will retaliate and respond to the current situation. And of course, we all know that this Donald Trump will continue to send more letters to other countries. And we know that they have just sent to Canada this morning. This morning, Canada received the news. I have it. Hold on. Okay, here we go. All right, Canada announced a 35% tariff on Canada. Now, do note Canada is just beside US. And for them to do that itself is like, okay. All right, so definitely it is not going to be like well accepted. Yeah. Okay, you can see that um this instead of working with the US, the Canada retaliated with its own tariff. All right, so definitely what's it's just next door. It's just like Singapore and Malaysia. Okay, so this is something going to happen. Let's see how it goes from there. And of course, there is apparently a White House now accused Jerome Powell of mismanaging Federal Reserve. Oh my God, it's serious. I mean, he's saying that it's grossly mismanaged by the Federal Reserve. Oh gosh, okay. Saying that about the pricey renovation of the central bank, I mean the central bank headquarters. I mean, it's like no, there's nothing else to aim. They go for all the funny things, say that it's supposed to be a very pricey renovation now, and saying that this is actually a bad thing. Oh gosh, investigation? Serious? It's like investigating your bank, and the bank will lend you money. You're investigating them right now, and you expect the bank to treat you nicely. Gosh, sometimes I am very, very impressed with Donald Trump. He really, really do things really out of the box to the point that I also have nothing to say now. This is the office, the renovation, all right, and I don't know where it went wrong. So the thing is this, of course, they say that now the cost is at 2.5 billion is really quite high, about 700 million more than the initial cost, okay? But again and again, like this, look at the building itself, this building is massive, all right, massive. So of course, something will be involved, like yeah, definitely some money will be slipping through, but that's how US lobby their things, right? So what's new? So to me, all this thing is really, really a bit of crap here. So we have the rooftop terrace garden, VIP private dining, elevator, water features, premium marble, and much more. But the question I want to ask is this: isn't this Lago, right? The one that this Malago, right? Is the one that Donald Trump has. That when he actually forced his people to dine there, his security guards, then what's those money then? So a lot of this is how it is lah in politics. Now, Trump basically hosted Jensen Huang at this White House as NVIDIA top 4 trillion. Now, there's something interesting. Remember about 4 months ago when the DeepSeek thing exploded? Then after that, Donald Trump asked this Jensen Huang to go to the White House. I said before, right? If he pulls through, right, this could be a good time to buy NVIDIA. And the thing is that usually whoever get to go to the White House, there's only two outcomes. One, the stock price will collapse. Two, the price will recover. And now it's proven once again. So you see, that Donald Trump advocated the Bitcoin cryptocurrency convention in a way with his son and the son-in-law, I think. And then of course Bitcoin now is at all-time high. So this is how the world politics works. You just have to follow the news and see what they are doing. Then give some time. It won't be immediate. It'll take a while. Then after that, things will happen. So now the video hit $4 trillion, yeah. And of course, right now, this is where the next thing is. Remember, there was a collaboration between US and China, and now Pentagon to become the largest shareholder in the rare earth miner MP material. Now remember, this rare earth is a very, very special thing, and the thing is that we also know that this, you know, there are a very keen focus on it, and the Defense Department just bought in 400 million of the preferred stock in MP material. All right, MP Material owns the only operational rare earth mine in US in the Mountain Pass, California. So again, all these type of things is pretty clear that when the White House are involved, you just have to look at it. All right. So we all know that rare earth have been the central point of contention in dispute between US and China. Yeah, this one is something we all know. So that's why rare earth. Interesting. So that's this counter. And take a look at this. I think this counter has more upside, like if you ask me. So MP Material, yeah. All right, so Bitcoin, as we know, has hit the new high of $117,000. That one we already talked about it. Let's just skip it that. So you can see the chart wise itself is amazing. It was sideways for many days. And then after that, when it breaks above the 112,000 yesterday, we saw all the short sellers had to cover their position and it was a mad rush. You can see that demanded by the institutional investors, but interestingly, they already bought here, I believe. Now they're just basically pushing up to clear up, right? To get more money for themselves. Now, the other thing is that I'm watching very, very closely is a VIX, kind of looking at it going down. All right, I wanted to buy, but I saw the price coming down a bit, so I'm waiting for more. So since this price has moved down, let's shift it down a little bit more to see any more support level or somewhere around here, and that will give me a common level. Oops, sorry, the common level should be here. Yep. Okay. About 14.77, one more point down. Now, the lower this thing go, the better it is. All right. I repeat, the lower it go, the better it is. Now, it may take some time. There may be some swap costs if you're doing that, but I'm informing you that I am very, very, very bullish on this VIX right now. We are now trading here itself. The last time we saw something was somewhere around here back in February 2025. All right. So I know that buying this is like buying an insurance and seeing that hopefully things won't happen. But again, with Donald Trump in the house, of course, everything is all possible. Yeah. So I'm still very bullish on this, even though we are looking at that was 16. Now it's 15. I think they can buy at 14. That'll be good. So 16 to 14 itself is down by at least what 10%. But you must understand that this is a buy to keep thingy as well, right? I still think that it will go up to 22 rather easily. So the lower it goes, the better for us, all right? Okay, so take note of that. And of course, you can see one thing to note is that sorry, let me bring 8 on it. okay, the Fed watch about the interest rate at the moment right now. Just give me a moment. We are basically 19 days away from the FOMC meeting. And you can see that as of yesterday, 95.5% of the people, 95.9% of people are still expecting no rate cut. Now, yesterday we saw the initial jobless claim came out at 227. So the forecast was 236. So it's actually better than expected. But still, 227 is a very, very high number for a US economy that's supposed to be very well. Usually, when the economy is doing very well, they should be about 180 to 190 in terms of this, about 150 to 180, in fact, for the unemployment. To be above 200 is still a very strong number, right? High number, in fact. So you can see this is what happened at the level on the rate itself is still at 200. So this number has been very, very stable for the last, what, 3, 4 years. But last 3, 4 years, we saw the stock market going to all-time high. So the question is this, why people are still unemployed when the US economy is doing well? That is the question that everybody should be looking at. All right, guys, so now let's take a look at the Dow Jones this morning. All right, this is the Dow Jones. Now, this morning, the Dow Jones opening price is 44,619. The MLP is 44,526. Now, this morning, the Dow Jones came down because of Donald Trump, 35% tariff, and that's where the Dow came off. But you can see that the boys are still buying. The KSI, the KCX are still very relentlessly buying. So the market basically picked from the bottom. So now today, the MLP at 44,526 will be the most important level for you to take a look. If the market can stay above 44,526, the MLP, the market may rebound. But if the market breaks below the MLP, which is now, okay, the market may be going down further, okay, down to this level here, and that's 44,246. Now, this number, I've been talking about this since last time, and the market have rebounded apparently, but now we're coming back down again. So I think that this number 44,246 could be traded. But the one that I'm looking at really is this 44,036 level. This is the one that I'm really watching out. If the market is there going to be any chance of going there, the market should be going to 44,036. So let's see whether is it because of the tariff of Canada that can push the price down. Yeah. So let's focus this later. All right, let's look at gold. Now, gold, I am very bullish. I know that by saying this, like, why you be bullish in the market? Well, very simple. Let me show you the trick here itself. So there's a KCX here, right? So we're a line over there, right? So the KCX is blinking, and then put the closing price at there. This is where the thing is. So now gold is trading here. What the KCX point is here. So I think this is a very bullish sign. Of course, on the high side right now, the market is going up, right? But the KSI is great. So this could be a elephant trade down also. But based on what I'm seeing right now and the current situation, I still believe that there's a very high chance the market will be cutting interest rate in September, but not in July. But then again, this is giving us another 2 more months for the gold to go sideways a little bit. Then after that, we're going to see slowly but steadily going for the new target. Now, I'm pretty confident with gold, just that we trade with the OP rule, because once the market is below OP and the boys are selling, then of course below OP is always a good thing to do, right? Yeah, it's a good thing to do. Okay, but if the market stays above OP, then you have to know that you have to buy and trade small because the KSI is red. So when the market is on downward trend, it's below OP, you can sell heavy and you can see that the price do come down on the longer term. Okay, so that's the difference between us and conventional. Okay, so today you can buy some gold, then just keep it. The strongest resistance will be this MA30 at 33.36 right now. We'll be very careful. Once the market can break above this number, I think the next number can go is as high as 33.57. Okay, so watch out for this. For gold, I think this should be the one looking for up. Okay. Now, next market that we look into will be the Chinese market, which is Hong Kong. Let me bring the Hong Kong right now. Okay, yesterday the Hang Seng continue to fall initially, but today Hang Seng, once it gap up, right, you can see it's up. Its opening price is 24,000 and it's above pivot one. So the moment it's above OP, just buy. Don't care, don't bother, just buy. KSI also green, KCX also black. So that's why the market today push up all the way up south. And the first target for Hong Kong will be 24. Let's see, wait, 282. I think that's the answer. Okay, 24,282. So we are just marginally away from the KCB. So, oh, I think it's, let me see, open high. Yeah, it's about the three triggered. Yeah. So watch out for Hang Seng. It should be trading higher. There's the next target will be here, the highest point. That's usually where the stops are. 24,400. Okay. So let's see whether the Hang Seng can go all the way up to 24,401. Okay, I think it should be able to do that. A new four diamond has been created. So which means that tomorrow will be a good day or a bad day, all depending on the market versus the diamond white line. Yeah. Okay, so that is the Hang Seng, and then let's look at the next market, and that will be the Nikkei. All right, Nikkei has been sideways for the last 6, 7 days itself. Okay, I want to do something, a bit of sharing here, just a bit of sharing, okay? Is that the question is this, 5th of July came and gone, right? So everybody say, oh, it's a hoax and it's a bluff. So just wondering out loud, just wondering, right? Don't think too much into it. Well, if let's say this prophecy was not mentioned, then people are supposed to be, they will go to the same place and then get yourself in the same particular area. And then after that itself, right, then maybe the calamity will happen. But because this time round itself, everybody heard about the calamity that may happen, so no one, so in fact, many people don't go to the same place. Hence, therefore, because of that, right, they change the course of the whole event. You understand my point itself, right? So maybe it's not now, but again, it may happen. So the thing is this, I saw some article that said that it's not July, but the August month instead. Okay, so it's like, okay. So July over, say August, August over, say what, October. So anyway, for Nikkei, it has been sideways for a few days, but what is concerning right now is the Nikkei now had the KSI turning red in color. So by doing that itself, that means there are some selling pressure. So if the pressure continue to fall, if it breaks below the pivot one, because today is the inverse pivot, okay, then maybe we will see the Nikkei coming down to here or to here. Okay, so watch out for that. That's 39,322 or 38,954. 38,954. So watch out for this. If the market do break down, then watch out for this as well, right? Because now the boys are already starting to sell in the market. Okay, all right. Okay, last one we look at this will be the currency market. Okay, this is the pound at this moment. Now, pound has been coming down over the last 7 days while the boys were all selling. Okay, so this is undeniable. But because today the pound stays above pivot one, hence therefore above OP, then he can, and the market will go up. But now at the moment now it's trading below OP and it's testing the pivot level. So very high chance if the market break the pivot level, there is a selling towards here, and that will be somewhere this 1135. Sorry, there's some 135, 158. Okay, sorry. Bit of I cannot see properly now. Okay, so that will be the target for the pound market. Yeah, so pound has been going down. If pound goes lower, then this will be the first target. Okay, that will be the level I'm watching out because the KSI all the way has been red. So when KSI is red, just remember one thing, below OP just sell. That is a very strong thing to do. Above OP, then you just have everything above OP just buy. Don't go against the market. This is the ground rule for practicing the OP rule. All right. Okay, so that will be all for this morning session. Thank you for coming in online. We'll take a short 2 minutes break. We'll come back here to talk about the Bitcoin market itself. Okay, stay tuned.